So guys, I got two massive Xiaomi scandals to talk about, and also we're gonna go over NIO deliveries. But in 24 hours, Xiaomi has secured 88,898 firm orders, and these are locked in orders, guys. But the problem is, most of these orders are locked in by mistake. All right, and people are protesting because after you choose your selection, your specification for the car, you place your deposit, there is a button that you could accidentally misclick, and that says, I want to lock in my order early. Now, some people, without reading it carefully, press that button and then they end up locking in their order and it's unrefundable and they're in a lot of trouble and they're protesting, they're complaining, they're dialing the complaint hotline. You see, most of these guys, they just want to pre-order the car and then have a screenshot of it to share with on their social media to boast about it and then refund it. But they accidentally screwed themselves over. And by law, if they said that, hey, we're going to lock in the order and they clicked on it, well, there's nothing they can do. They got to admit that loss or they can take delivery of the car. So so many people have been doing this mistake. So it just tells you that with those pre-order numbers, those firm locked-in order numbers, those are not actually the amount of people that will take delivery of the car. Absolutely not. And also on Xianyu, which is like the platform for selling used goods, you can see so many of these Xiaomi orders that people are trying to transfer out. Now, the kicker is, so this is scandal number 2, all right, scandal number 2, which is Xiaomi, when they launched the Su7, they had 5,000 already produced Founders Edition vehicles. Now, apparently, if you order that, it's going to be locked in instantly. So a lot of people were trying to flip the car. So say I want to buy the car and then I have this order. I'm going to sell this order to someone else for profit. And then, it's limited edition, right? So it's guaranteed money. And it was guaranteed money for a lot of other brands. But with Xiaomi, they did something quite tricky. They said that in the contract, when you place down the pre-order for the Founders Edition car, whoever pre-ordered the car has to be the person taking delivery of the car and take legal ownership of the car. And that means it is untransferable unless this is a relative and you have official documents like a marriage certificate to prove that it is indeed your relative. So these guys who are trying to flip the car for easy profit are just absolutely screwed because when they launched these 5,000 limited edition Founders Edition, it was just, people rushing in without reading the terms carefully and that it was untransferable and they just ordered it. So those guys are also screwed out of their money unless they actually take delivery of the Founders Edition car. But most of these people that have pre-ordered the car are actually not intending to buy the car. But you got 90,000 locked in deposits. So those people are out of those deposit money or they can take delivery of the car. So they're probably going to abandon the deposits. Now, a lot of people have been complaining online and even asking some of the bigger Chinese content creators for help. And they just said, too bad, so sad. I mean, it was your decision to place the pre-order. If you place a pre-order, you have intent to buy the car. And if you clicked on lock in order, well, that's too bad, so sad for you. So, so a lot of people are under this dilemma. They're stuck in this problem. They either lose out on 5,000 RMB or they have to take delivery of the car. I guess this was a really smart move by Xiaomi's CEO Lei Jun to have that sneaky little button, and it's nothing illegal. It's all legal, perfectly legal. They voluntarily said, they clicked on, I want to lock in order. So, wow. I gotta say, like, Xiaomi CEO is an absolute genius. If NIO CEO did that when the ET5 launched, yeah, you got these deposits, but yeah, you can lock in the order, and just a very sneaky little button that people might accidentally click. Man, yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah. All right, now let's talk about NIO's deliveries for the past week. Last week, from March 18th to the 24th, each single vehicle broken down. But first, here is how the overall EV market did. And here we got the Model Y and a EREV, the iTow M7. So Model Y deliveries climbing. So up pretty nice. And then we got iTow deliveries hybrid EREV actually going down slightly. But regardless, one really interesting thing is Li Auto stopped publishing weekly delivery numbers. So every Tuesday they used to do that, but now they're not doing it because their sales have been beaten by iTow, and they don't want to be promoting that iTow is selling better than them. So, this is just it's very funny. They're happily showing those delivery numbers when they're number one, but when they're not number one, they hide those numbers. They do everything they can to make themselves look good. So let's look into NIO's vehicle deliveries by vehicle model. ES6 deliveries 1,043. Good uptrend, resuming the uptrend. We're in a good direction. Now, ET5, ET5T also following the same pattern, resuming the uptrend. We got the good BAS policy. People are placing in the orders, but deliveries are going to take some time to show up. ES8, very good uptrend, as you can tell, 212 deliveries. And then for 777, 194 deliveries. And this is like multi-week high. So quite incredible. EC6 doing okay, not as prominent as some of the other guys, but deliveries are also on a good uptrend. So of course, BAS policy change benefiting NIO greatly. And if you stack everything together, you can take a look. Of course, ES6 still delivering the most. And if you compare it to the competitors, Zeekr 001 actually exploding in terms of deliveries because of the 2024 variant, dual chamber air suspension. But of course, that is mostly the initial rise in deliveries. And we're starting to see NIO's deliveries also pick up with the 2024 variant coming in as well. But I expect most of the cars to be delivered starting April 1st. So next week, that's when we're going to see a lot of the cars that have been ordered since the BAS policy change to be delivered into customers' hands. And that's when we'll see the uptick in deliveries. So deliveries are increasing, very good. Orders are increasing as well, according to the situation on the ground. So that is also very, very good. And I think Xiaomi's Su7 impact will be minimal towards NIO's deliveries because they are priced at different category for different groups of people. NIO is more for the luxury, and for the Xiaomi, that's more for the mass market. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.